Have you ever wondered if the vitamins you trust the most, the ones you take every morning without thinking, might actually be speeding up aging instead of slowing it down? Or what if the supplements you believe are protecting your heart and memory are quietly doing the exact opposite? And here's the real question. How many years have you been taking something that seemed harmless, but was never right for your body in the first place? Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Nana, and today we're uncovering a truth that many Americans over 60 have never been told. For decades, seniors have been encouraged to take daily vitamins as a simple, guaranteed path to staying strong, independent, and energetic. But new research from the Journal of the American Geriatric Society has exposed a reality that turns this belief on its head. More than half of older adults are taking the wrong supplements and paying for it with their health. Here's the part most people never hear. Not all vitamins work the same way. Some help rebuild your cells, improve cognition, and support long-term vitality. But others can trigger inflammation, thin your blood, strain your liver, and age you faster than time itself. The difference between these two categories can decide whether you feel like you're aging gracefully at 60 or struggling like you're already 80. And that's why today, we're cutting through the noise, the marketing, and the myths. I'm going to show you the 4 worst vitamins you should never take after 60, and the 4 best vitamins your body needs every single day to stay sharp, strong, and genuinely alive. Because when it comes to aging well, the truth isn't written on the label, it's written in the science. What you're about to learn might even change your morning routine forever. Before we get started, if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time. Tap that button and turn on the bell, so you never miss another health video created with seniors in mind. And if you're already enjoying this topic, drop a number 1 in the comments. If not, type 0, so I know what to improve for future videos. Part 1. The 4 worst vitamins for seniors. 1. High-dose vitamin E supplements. At first glance, vitamin E seems harmless, maybe even beneficial. For decades, commercials and even some doctors described it as the heart vitamin. Many seniors still take it daily, believing it keeps their arteries clear and their skin youthful. But hidden beneath that promise is a danger most people over 60 have never heard of. Too much vitamin E can quietly damage the very heart it claims to protect. Clinical studies from Johns Hopkins University and the National Institute on Aging uncovered something deeply concerning. Older adults who took more than 400 IU of synthetic vitamin E each day had a 20% higher risk of heart failure and hemorrhagic stroke. In simple terms, the vitamin meant to support your heart can actually make it weaker, thinner, and far more fragile. The reason lies in chemistry. Most over-the-counter vitamin E supplements are the synthetic form D-alpha-tocopherol, a factory-made version your body doesn't fully recognize. Over time, it builds up in your tissues, disrupts your antioxidant balance, and turns from a protective shield into a spark that fuels oxidative stress, the silent rusting of your cells. Dr. Linda Harrison, a respected cardiologist in Cleveland with 3 decades of experience, once shared the story of a 72-year-old patient named George. He took high-dose vitamin E every morning to protect his heart, but after a minor fall led to unexpected internal bleeding, doctors discovered his blood had become dangerously thin. He truly believed he was doing the right thing, Dr. Harrison said quietly, but the supplement he trusted was working against him. The safest source of vitamin E isn't a pill, it's your kitchen. A small handful of almonds, a drizzle of olive oil, or a sprinkle of sunflower seeds gives your body natural mixed tocopherols without the hidden risks. Because when it comes to vitamins, it's not just about adding more. It's about knowing which ones can silently shorten your story instead of strengthening it. And if vitamin E surprised you, wait until you hear about the next culprit, one that countless seniors take every single morning, unaware that it may be slowly aging the brain itself. If you're still watching and finding this helpful, comment 1 below so I know you're here with me. Now, let's move forward to point number 2. 2. Iron supplements unless prescribed. Iron sounds strong, essential, and life-giving. For years, older Americans have believed that taking an iron supplement each morning keeps their blood healthy and their energy high. But here's the truth no one mentions. After age 60, too much iron can quietly poison your body from the inside out. And this is where things get even more eye-opening. Because iron, something so many people assume is always beneficial, can become one of the most dangerous supplements for seniors. On the next page, we'll uncover exactly why too much iron becomes toxic as we age, and what every senior needs to know before taking it. Before we continue, let's briefly connect this to what we uncovered on the previous page. If vitamin E can quietly weaken the heart, then iron, another supplement many seniors take without question, can cause an even more silent and dangerous kind of harm. As we age, our bodies simply don't handle iron the way they once did. When we were young, excess iron was easier to burn through or shed, but after menopause or reaching retirement age, the body's need for iron drops sharply. Despite this, many older adults continue the habit of taking iron supplements, hoping to boost energy or improve blood health. What follows is something far more troubling: a slow, hidden process doctors refer to as a mild form of hemochromatosis, a gradual buildup of excess iron in the organs. Once iron settles into the liver, brain, and heart, it doesn't just sit there harmlessly. It oxidizes. Imagine leaving a piece of metal out in the rain for months. Eventually, it rusts. That same rusting process can happen inside the body, damaging tissues cell by cell. Dr. Nana Michael Rosen, a respected geriatric specialist from Boston, recalls a patient named Evelyn, age 76. She had been feeling increasingly tired, dizzy, and slightly forgetful for years. Believing she was anemic, she took iron supplements daily, faithfully, consistently, and unknowingly harming herself. When her blood test results finally came back, the truth was shocking. Her iron levels were nearly double the safe limit. Those extra iron tablets had been quietly harming her liver and accelerating inflammation in her brain. She didn't need more iron, Dr. Nana Rosen said softly. She needed less. Scientific evidence strongly backs his concern. Studies from the Mayo Clinic and Harvard Medical School link high iron levels in seniors to increased risks of Alzheimer's disease, heart disease, and premature aging. Iron may be essential for life, but too much of it becomes a catalyst for oxidative stress, the very stress that fuels inflammation, joint pain, memory problems, and cellular damage. Unless your doctor specifically diagnoses iron deficiency, avoid multivitamins that contain iron. Let your iron come from natural sources: leafy greens, beans, and lean meats, where the body can regulate what it absorbs. Because sometimes, that feeling of more energy isn't energy at all. It's your body struggling to fight off a toxin it no longer has the ability to release. And if iron can quietly corrode the heart and brain, the next vitamin on this list is even more disturbing, one that promises nerve protection but can end up destroying nerves instead. 3. Mega doses of vitamin B6. Vitamin B6 is often marketed as the ultimate nerve protector, the vitamin that keeps your hands steady, your mind clear, and your energy stable. Seniors across America take B6 supplements believing they're protecting themselves from nerve issues, tremors, and cognitive decline. But for many older Americans, that same capsule can become the trigger of a nightmare, one that mimics the exact diseases the vitamin claims to prevent. Here's the truth hidden in plain sight. When taken above 100 milligrams per day, vitamin B6 can damage your nerves instead of healing them. This nerve damage is known as peripheral neuropathy, and its symptoms are unmistakable: tingling, numbness, burning sensations, and pain in the hands and feet. For many seniors, these symptoms look exactly like diabetes or poor circulation. They may blame age, arthritis, or even their shoes, while the real cause sits quietly in their supplement drawer. Dr. Nana Laura McConnell, a neurologist from Arizona, remembers a patient named Henry, age 69. He came to her complaining of constant pins and needles sensations that never seemed to go away. He assumed it was simply age catching up with him. But after running several tests, Dr. Nana McConnell discovered the truth: his B6 levels were 3 times higher than normal. Henry had been taking a nerve support complex he saw advertised on TV. Each capsule contained 200 milligrams of B6, double the amount linked to nerve toxicity. He thought he was protecting his nerves, she explained, but in reality, his nerves were dying one cell at a time. What makes this situation so dangerous is that B6 toxicity doesn't strike suddenly. It creeps in slowly, accumulating in nerve tissue week after week, month after month. Over time, it dulls sensation, weakens muscles, and disrupts balance, a devastating combination for anyone over 60. Once severe damage sets in, it can be irreversible. Research from the National Institutes of Health confirms that seniors are particularly vulnerable because their bodies clear B6 more slowly. What might be a harmless dose for a younger adult can become toxic for someone in their 60s or 70s. The irony is heartbreaking. A vitamin once believed to strengthen vitality can end up stealing mobility, independence, and confidence. That's why, if you want to protect your nerves, mega doses should be avoided completely. The body needs only about 2 milligrams per day, an amount easily met through everyday foods like poultry, bananas, oats, and fish. Sometimes less truly is more. And if you think B6 toxicity is unsettling, the next vitamin on this list is even more deceptive, a supplement millions of seniors take every single morning, believing it keeps them alive, while it may actually be shortening their lives. 4. Synthetic multivitamins with fillers and megadoses every morning. For millions of seniors across America, the day begins the same way, by reaching for a shiny bottle labeled Complete Multivitamin for Adults 50 plus. It feels like a safe ritual, a simple pill that promises to fill nutritional gaps, protect the heart, sharpen the brain, and strengthen the bones. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Most multivitamins on the shelves today aren't nutrition. They're chemistry. Behind those colorful labels and feel-good slogans are synthetic ingredients, artificial fillers, and mega doses of vitamins the body doesn't recognize or doesn't need. Instead of nourishing your cells, many of these formulas can overwhelm them, stress the liver, or create imbalances that worsen inflammation. Seniors often choose these multivitamins because they want reassurance. They want peace of mind. And the marketing behind these products knows exactly how to exploit that desire. But real health isn't found in a synthetic tablet. It's found in whole foods, balanced nutrition, and vitamins your body can actually absorb. And here's the part most people never realize. Combining synthetic fillers with high doses of certain vitamins creates a dangerous cocktail. It can thin the blood too much, overstimulate the nervous system, or interfere with medications. Far from supporting longevity, these pills may quietly chip away at it. If you want true protection for your heart, mind, and immune system, the best path isn't a pill promising everything. It's choosing targeted nutrients your body genuinely needs, ones backed by research, not advertising. And now that we've uncovered the 4 most harmful vitamins for seniors, it's time to shift toward hope. On the next page, we'll explore the vitamins your body does need, the 4 best supplements that can help you stay strong, sharp, energized, and truly alive after 60. Even though we've already uncovered how synthetic multivitamins can quietly harm seniors, the story goes deeper because not everything that's sold in a shiny bottle is what your body can actually use. Behind those bright labels and smiling senior couples on the packaging lies a hidden reality. Many of these popular multivitamins are built from synthetic compounds your body barely recognizes. Artificial colors, titanium dioxide, and low-quality vitamin forms all get packed into tablets designed more for profit than for true health. And when seniors take these pills every day, those fake nutrients don't simply pass through. They accumulate, and the organs that bear the burden are your liver, kidneys, and heart. Dr. Nana Karen Blake, an integrative medicine physician in Florida, often recalls one patient who opened her eyes to just how dangerous these formulas can be. Robert, a 74-year-old retired engineer, had taken a well-known senior silver multivitamin every morning for nearly 10 years. Over time, he began feeling weak, lightheaded, and drained, symptoms he assumed were just part of getting older. But his blood work told a very different story. His liver enzymes were elevated, and his vitamin A levels were dangerously high. He wasn't overdosing on junk food, Dr. Nana Blake explained. He was overdosing on his multivitamin. The synthetic vitamin A and niacin inside that daily pill had slowly built up in his system, turning a seemingly innocent routine into a toxic load. And that's the part that many people never realize. Your body doesn't always know what to do with synthetic vitamins. Unlike nutrients that come from whole foods where they're packaged naturally with minerals, enzymes, and cofactors, these isolated lab-made chemicals don't follow the body's natural balance. They often bypass important regulatory steps, causing oxidative stress. That oxidative stress acts like internal rust. It's the same cellular damage linked to inflammation, aging, cancer risks, and heart disease. And when you add in hidden fillers, hydrogenated oils, artificial dyes, and additives designed only to stabilize or color the pill, the result can be fatigue, headaches, digestive discomfort, and ongoing inflammation. All while you believe you're doing something healthy for yourself. If you choose to take a multivitamin, make sure it's truly food-based, third-party tested, and completely free of synthetic additives. Your body deserves nourishment, not lab leftovers. Because the truth is simple. The right vitamins have the power to transform your health, but only if they come from the right sources. Now that we've uncovered the dangers hiding in the wrong vitamins, it's time to shift toward what truly works. Let's look at the 4 essential vitamins every senior should take daily to stay stronger, sharper, and more resilient with age. Part 2. The 4 best vitamins for seniors. 1. Vitamin D3 plus K2. As the years pass, sunlight, once the body's effortless source of vitality, stops working the way it used to. Older skin simply doesn't convert sunlight into vitamin D efficiently. Even seniors who spend time outdoors often remain deficient. In fact, nearly 70% of Americans over 60 have low vitamin D levels. And the consequences are real. Brittle bones, weak muscles, fragile immunity, increased inflammation, even cognitive decline. But here's something most seniors don't realize. Taking vitamin D alone isn't enough. In some cases, it can even become harmful without its essential partner, vitamin K2. Dr. Nana Samuel Reed, an endocrinologist with over 30 years of clinical experience, explains it in the simplest way possible. Vitamin D tells your body to absorb calcium. But without K2, the calcium has no instructions about where to go. Without that guidance, calcium can settle in the wrong places, like your arteries, turning vessels stiff instead of keeping bones strong. It's a heartbreaking pattern Dr. Nana Reed has seen many times. Eleanor, a 78-year-old retired teacher from Illinois, took 2,000 IU of vitamin D daily for years. She believed she was doing exactly what every doctor recommended. But a scan revealed early calcification in her coronary arteries. The calcium she absorbed had been drifting into places where it didn't belong. When Dr. Nana Reed adjusted her routine to include 100 mg of vitamin K to mix 7 form alongside D3, everything changed. Her next scan showed stability, no new calcification, and her bone density finally began to improve. It was like giving her calcium a GPS, he said. Vitamin D3 and K2 work together. One helps you absorb, the other directs. Together, they protect your heart, your bones, and even your brain. Research from the Journal of Nutrition and Aging confirms this partnership. Seniors with optimal D3 and K2 levels have stronger bones, better cognitive function, fewer falls, and improved cardiovascular resilience. Say so. If you're taking vitamin D alone, you're only doing half the job. Pairing it with K2 turns a simple supplement into a powerful shield for your entire body. And when it comes to protecting your energy and clarity, after 60, there's another vitamin that plays a massive role, one many seniors are quietly lacking without knowing why. 2. Vitamin B12. Methylcobalamin form across the United States. A silent epidemic is spreading, one that doesn't make headlines but slowly drains energy, clarity, and quality of life. It's vitamin B12 deficiency. Nearly 4 in 10 seniors have low B12 levels. The most frightening part: many don't realize it's happening until symptoms become severe. And now that we've explored the first 2 essential vitamins, D3 with K2 and methylcobalamin B12, it's time to uncover the final 2 nutrients that can dramatically strengthen a senior's heart, brain, and longevity. Trang tip Theos Isu Vo Cheng Vi Cheng Cn Quan Terng HNBN NGH. Many seniors don't realize how quietly vitamin B12 slips away with age. They simply wake up one morning feeling slower, more fatigued, a little more forgetful, and assume it's nothing more than the years catching up. But the truth is both more urgent and far more hopeful. Vitamin B12 is the spark plug of the brain and nervous system. It helps build red blood cells, delivers oxygen throughout the body, and forms the protective coating that keeps nerves firing smoothly. Without enough of it, your mind grows foggy, balance becomes unsteady, and your mood feels heavier than usual. And the challenge deepens with age. The stomach produces less acid over time, the very acid needed to release B12 from food. That means even a nutritious diet may still leave your brain starved of this essential nutrient. Dr. Nana Angela Morris, a neurologist in Denver, recalls one unforgettable patient, Frank, a 74-year-old retired firefighter. He arrived convinced he had the early signs of dementia. Names slipped from his memory. He missed appointments, and once even became disoriented while driving. But when his tests came back, the real problem was clear: his B12 levels were dangerously low. After just 6 weeks of taking methylcobalamin, the active and absorbable form of B12, Frank's clarity began returning. He didn't have dementia, Dr. Nana Morris explained gently. He had a deficiency. Science echoes her experience. Research in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that restoring healthy B12 levels improves focus, stabilizes mood, and can even slow brain shrinkage in older adults. The key, however, is using methylcobalamin, not the cheaper cyanocobalamin found in many store brand vitamins. Methylcobalamin bypasses digestive barriers and goes straight to work in the cells that need it. So if you've been feeling more tired, forgetful, or irritable lately, don't write it off as aging. Sometimes your body whispers for help long before symptoms become severe, and B12 may be exactly what it's asking for. Still, as important as B12 is, there's another nutrient even more commonly overlooked, one that calms the heart, relaxes muscles, and restores deep, peaceful sleep. 3. Magnesium glycinate or malate form. There's a reason so many older adults wake up tired, stiff, or restless, and it often has nothing to do with age. Most seniors in America are quietly running low on magnesium, one of the body's most important minerals. Its deficiency rarely shouts, but its effects show up everywhere. Sudden muscle cramps, nighttime heart palpitations, anxiety that creeps in without warning, and long nights spent tossing and turning despite exhaustion. Magnesium is the body's calm conductor, regulating more than 300 essential functions from nerve signals and heart rhythm to blood sugar and sleep cycles. Yet studies from the National Institutes of Health reveal that nearly 70% of seniors don't get enough of it. Why does this happen? Aging kidneys excrete more magnesium, medications such as diuretics drain what's left, and modern diets lack the mineral density they once had. Dr. Nana Robert Klein, a cardiologist in California, remembers a patient who taught him just how powerful magnesium can be. Doris, a 79-year-old grandmother, came to him exhausted, frightened by erratic heartbeats and constant fatigue. Her previous doctor increased her medications, but the real issue went unnoticed: her magnesium levels were critically low. After a month on magnesium glycinate, everything changed. Her heartbeat steadied, her muscles relaxed, and for the first time in years, she said, she slept like a child. It wasn't her heart that was failing, Dr. Nana Klein said. It was her balance, her internal rhythm was out of tune. The type of magnesium matters. The cheap form magnesium oxide barely absorbs and often causes stomach issues. Glycinate or malate, on the other hand, absorbs effectively, calms the nervous system, and supports muscles without harsh side effects. When magnesium is restored, your heart beats smoother, your mind quiets, and your sleep deepens. It's as if the entire body can finally exhale. And while magnesium brings calm back to the body, the next nutrient does something just as powerful. It protects the heart, sharpens memory, reduces inflammation, and helps extend life from the inside out. 4. Omega-3 fish oil or algae-based EPA or DA. Among the nutrients studied over the past half-century, few have proven more vital for aging well than omega-3 fatty acids. They're food for the brain, fuel for the heart, and natural support for your joints. Yet most seniors in America don't get enough, and their bodies feel the consequences every day. Omega-3s, found primarily in fish oil or algae-based supplements, contain two critical components, EPA and DHA. Together, they fight inflammation, keep arteries flexible, and support the very structure of brain cells. But as we age, the body produces less of these protective fats. The results show up in subtle but unmistakable ways: stiff joints, slower thinking, mood swings, and a heart that feels more fragile than it once did. Dr. Nana Emily Carter, a cardiovascular specialist from Seattle, often shares the experience of John, a 73-year-old Vietnam veteran who came to her overwhelmed by constant fatigue and growing memory lapses. He believed it was simply aging, but his omega-3 index revealed the truth: it was far below the level needed for heart and brain protection. When he began supplementing with high-quality fish oil 100 mg of combined EPA and DHA daily, the transformation was remarkable. His energy returned, his focus sharpened, and even his wife noticed he was laughing more. The fog that once hung over his days began to lift. Omega-3s don't just improve how seniors feel, they help shape how well they age. Joints move more comfortably, thoughts come easier, and the heart performs with more confidence. Whether from fish oil or algae-based DA or EPA, these healthy fats make aging feel lighter, clearer, and more vibrant. Now that we've explored all 4 essential vitamins: D3 with K2, methylcobalamin, B12, magnesium, and omega-3s, it's time to bring everything together. Trang tip theo stiang kt sich diang cc vitamin ny ang sich, liu diang an to n, vi nachi g si elm ph ben si enter nh senki, min vi min min so to a 60. When John finally felt his energy returning, the sharpness in his thoughts, the lightness in his steps, the strength he hadn't felt in years, it was as if someone had switched the lights back on inside him. That's exactly how Dr. Nana Carter described it. And science backs up what she sees in her clinic every day. A long-term Harvard study found that seniors with higher omega-3 levels had up to a 27% lower risk of dying from heart disease, along with noticeably better cognitive performance. Omega-3s act like a natural anti-inflammatory shield, quietly soothing the silent damage that accumulates over a lifetime. Decades of stress, less than ideal food choices, environmental toxins, and the wear and tear of simply being human. These healthy fats don't just work in the background. They help restore the vitality that aging often tries to dim. But the real key, something that can make the difference between healing and harm, is purity. Always choose wild-caught fish oil or algae-based DHA and EPA that are tested for heavy metals, oxidation, and environmental contaminants. There's a world of difference between a clean oil that nourishes your cells and a cheap one that introduces more toxins than benefits. Because when your heart beats with more confidence and your mind feels clearer, life itself feels lighter. You begin waking up with more purpose, more clarity, and more ease. Omega-3s aren't just supplements, they're reminders that age doesn't need to dull your light. In fact, with the right nutrients in your toolkit, your light can shine brighter than ever. And now that you've learned about the 4 essential nutrients that protect your heart, brain, and longevity, it's time to look at what happens when all of them work together. When D3 and K2 guide your calcium, when methylcobalamin B12 fuels your nerves, when magnesium restores deep calm, and when omega-3s protect your heart and mind, you don't just stay healthy. You transform the way you live, move, and think every single day. Final reflection. The power of choosing right at this stage of life. Every choice carries more weight. What you eat, how you move, how you care for yourself each morning, it all matters more now than ever before. Vitamins and minerals are no longer just about filling gaps. They are the building blocks of your clarity, your strength, your balance, and the way you show up for the people you love. The wrong vitamins can quietly drain your energy. They can cloud your thinking, weaken your heart, or encourage inflammation that steals your confidence one day at a time. But the right ones, the ones backed by science and aligned with your body's natural biology, can bring you back to life. They help restore a sharper mind, steadier steps, and a heart that beats with renewed purpose. For seniors, true health isn't about chasing youth. It isn't about trying to reclaim the years that have already passed. It's about something deeper, something more meaningful, preserving dignity, independence, and the joy of being fully present. It's about waking up each morning with enough clarity to enjoy a conversation, enough strength to take a walk, and enough peace to savor the small moments that make life rich. Vitamins like D3 plus K2, methylcobalamin, B12, magnesium, and omega-3s aren't miracle pills. They won't erase every problem, nor will they turn back time. But they are nature's tools, powerful, reliable, scientifically supported tools designed to help your body age with grace, resilience, and vitality. Science proves it. But more importantly, real lives reflect it. People regain their energy, their focus, and even their hope when they choose wisely. Tonight, as you stand in front of your medicine cabinet, maybe for the first time with fresh eyes, ask yourself a simple but meaningful question. Are these pills adding years to my life, or life to my years? Because aging does not have to mean decline. Not if you choose with intention. Not if you honor your body with what it truly needs. The best chapters of your story might not be behind you, they may still be ahead, waiting to be lived with more clarity, strength, and purpose than ever before. And sometimes the most powerful change begins with the simplest step, the courage to start choosing right, beginning today. These lessons aren't just information. They are an invitation and encouragement to live fully, bravely, and authentically. To step forward with confidence into a version of your life filled with more light, more joy, and more possibility. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment, pause, and reflect. What is one thing you learned in this video that you want to carry into your own life? What change will you make starting tomorrow morning? Your journey matters not just to you, but to everyone who cares for you. Leave a comment below and share one insight you're taking with you. Let's grow together. Let's support each other. Let's build a community of seniors who refuse to settle for decline and instead choose strength, clarity, and dignity. If you enjoyed this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, feel free to typo. Your honesty helps us grow and create better content for you. And before you go, please don't forget, Like this video, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to Senior Health Boost. Your support helps keep this channel alive, and it helps us continue bringing you science-based, life-changing insights every week. When you subscribe, you're not just joining a channel, you're joining a community of people committed to living stronger, longer, and with purpose. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for choosing your health. And here's to living life on your own terms today, tomorrow, and for all the brilliant years still ahead. See you in the next video.